Welcome to Radio Helsinki, Maja Ivarssonin and Felix Rodriguez.
Thank you.
So much. Thank you.
You are probably known for most of our listeners from the band called The Sounds. And that's probably, I don't know, goes back to 99 or something?
98.
98.
That's when we started the band, but I think we came to Finland the first time around 2002, probably.
All right. And since then, I mean, you're like insanely popular in Finland. That's like, I'm really always surprised that, wow, almost everybody loves The Sounds. And now you have a new group called The Crew of Me&You.
Yeah.
How did this crew come about?
Well, we were in the process of writing new The Sound songs for our next album. And I think we noticed that some of the songs that we wrote didn't really fit the band, but they were too good not to be released. So I think that's how the idea came about to actually do something, just the two of us.
Yeah, and it was a long time ago. Me and Maja was sitting and actually writing something together from scratch, and that's how we started. And there was a song called Junket. And we, as Maja said, we just felt that this is something else. We need to do something for ourselves with this, but we need to have it released. And then, so we kept going. You know, we were in the studio every day and hung out and started to work together again, as it was from the beginning of The Sounds. You know, hanging out, having a good time in the studio, and just play around.
So is Crew of Me&You, is it a band or a project?
It's a band. Yeah, I mean, we take
duo.
A duo, yeah.
But yeah, it's not I wouldn't just call it a side project. That wouldn't be fair to the amount of work and passion that we put into this. And The Sounds will always be our main band in one way or another, because we've been around for over 20 years. But I think the love and the passion that I do have for this band or duo is equally as much as I've had for The Sounds during all these years. And we're going to give it our best shot. And I want this band or duo to be as successful as The Sounds.
Maja, you said that some of the songs that are on now the EP that was released last Friday from Crew of Me&You, that didn't really fit the package of The Sounds.
Yeah.
But where do you kind of know where the sounds begin or end and the Crew of Me&You
That's a good question.
Yeah. I mean, I think we know that pretty fast into the process of writing. It just feels like it's taking our song somewhere else. And
because I've had the feeling that the songs show you what direction he wants to go. It's not really that it sounds very out there, I know, but it's not like you do have of course it's us writing everything and producing everything, but it seems like it has a life of its own all of a sudden, and it doesn't want to go into real drums and bass and guitars. It wants to go somewhere else where it's much more electronic and much more into our old influences that we had growing up in the 90s with some of the techno scene that he was part of, and but still the attitude and the fears and the fun behind the songwriting. I think it wouldn't be fair not to release it, because otherwise those songs would end up in the computer and not shown to the world. So I think, it does take on a life on its own a little bit.
Some people are rambling about the death of the electric guitar. How do you see it? I mean, is it something that is actually not that popular at the moment, but it will make a comeback? How do you see it?
I think that electric guitar and rock bands will come back because of all the electronic music, EDM, and everything sounds pretty similar, and everything is corrected. And a live act, as you having a bass and guitar, I think people are missing it. And but in our music, we don't. I mean, some songs we have added some guitars, but it's basically electronic music. But I mean, in The Sounds, we play guitar and bass, and I think that's also a good thing that people are missing it.
So you're not trying to escape sounds of The Sounds?
No, not at all. I think, but the energy behind us writing together is similar to what we had with The Sounds in the early days, because I think that's the beauty of starting all over again, that you can be like a kid again. Like everything is new, everything is fresh, everything is fun. Because The Sounds became a quite big machine. And a lot of people were involved, a lot of money is involved, a lot of bandmates have different ideas of what we're going to sound like, because the 6th album you can't really do exactly the same thing. I mean, like for us it was very important to be creative in a very open state of mind, and I think that's why I think the energy and the fears and the punk and the attitude is still there, but you just don't have to use real drums and guitars if you don't want to. You can still have that playfulness.
Yeah, and that's also a part of why we created this new duo, because I mean, in the sounds, which are still alive, and we have music coming out this year. I mean, we have guitar and bass and real drums, you know, because we didn't want to change the sound completely. I mean, but this has its own life, you know.
So we're talking basically about unrestrained creativity.
Yeah.
But the important question is whether you feel you have more or less pressure now that you're going to release an album this year.
With the sounds, you mean?
With this project, with this band, the thing is that they have expectations. And
I mean, you always have pressure in a way, but I don't really think about it that much, because we have done how we feel, and we just want to show the world, I mean, how we are as people and how we write and what our creativity takes us. And, you know, people are going to judge that, but I don't know, pressure.
No, it's like good pressure. I think it's exciting. I mean, I haven't been this excited for a long time. And I think that is only a good kind of pressure. And of course, people will always have questions about the band, the sounds, and that is very natural. I would ask the same thing if I was a fan. But I really do hope that all our Sounds fans are going to embrace this new project as well, because this is just our little baby. The other one is a 20-year-old, should be moving out a long time ago. So this is the newborn. Be good to it.
Comes with the territory.
Yes. Maja Ivarsson, Felix Rodriguez from the crew of Me&You. The Sounds, brilliant band on the album, but also especially on stage. How is crew of Me&You on stage? How are you? What kind of show you have?
I mean, I will always be me, and whoever I am on stage is going to happen in any of our bands. So there's the same energy there. That's what I mean about even when we were writing the songs, I recognized that energy that we had a lot in the beginning too of the band, the Sounds. But I think on stage, we're both being so comfortable being there. So I think it shows. There's a lot of energy. There's a lot of good times. I will always be the same. Don't you worry.
Oh, that's good to hear. So is it going to be just the two of you, or maybe?
It's just us.
No. All right. I'm okay. I will come and see. I'm not disappointed.
This was the introduction of crew of Me&You to some listeners, also for me. But next time you come around, I promise we will talk less about the Sounds and concentrate only on the crew of Me&You.
No worries.
Because it definitely deserves.
Don't forget that we play tonight.
Exactly. And it's on the rocks.
Yes.
Yep.
And we have some tickets for you listeners, so please stay tuned for more instructions.
Pistäkää viesti radiohelsinki.fi viesti studioon. Siihen oma nimi, sähköpostiosoite, kenen kanssa menisit, niin voit voittaa nämä liput itsellesi.
Kyllä. We thank you, Maja and Felix, and have an excellent gig tonight.
Thank you so much.